Wonderful. Well, thank you everyone for being here. We will get started with today's meeting. It's great to see a number of new faces who are joining us for today's meeting. So thank you so much for coming and learning about what we do here at the FIC, as well as what we are striving to achieve. So if this is your first meeting, I would like to just again, big welcome to you, as well as let you know that we are the not-for-profit trade association for the Canadian fitness industry. And we are committed to making sure that we work with industry as well as government in order to improve health and wellness and physical activity levels among Canadians. And that is what we do when it comes to advocating for the industry. And we are based on memberships. So all of our funding comes through members, as well as the support from fitness facilities. So that is a little bit about who we are. On today's agenda, we have a few items to cover. So we do have a National Health and Fitness Day coming up on June the 4th, which Hagan, our very esteemed provincial council member, is going to be speaking to us about. Government lobbying update for a national perspective is going to be covered by our lobbyist, Chris Gray. And then we're going to be talking today in particular about our Saskatchewan government's tax on fitness, which our president, Sara Hodson, was going to lead us through. And then we're actually going to end today's call, as this is an open meeting, by guiding you to our members only meeting. So if you are a member of FIC, you should have a link to that in your calendar already. So we will go into our discussions meeting, which is a members only meeting. So that being said, we do have an association strategy and goals. Our 5-year goal is to have build our membership base and registered fitness facilities with our industry. And we do want to make sure within this next year that we do get 1,000 fitness clubs who are members of FIC. And we are slowly but surely on the way. We are happy to introduce that Orange Theory Fitness Canada. All 117 locations have joined as members of FIC. So thank you so much, Orange Theory Fitness, and we look forward to working with you as well as all of our members to move our initiatives forward. So I will actually pass it over to Mo Hagan, FIC Provincial Council Member and the COO of CanFit Pro, to speak to us about National Health and Fitness Day.
Thank you, Trisha, and thank you for creating a slide for this. I'll be very brief, as I know we have lots of information to share today. So as just a general reminder, Canada does have the National Health and Fitness Day Act that was brought into law in December of 2014. And the vision or the initiative is to challenge Canada to be the fittest nation on earth. And this is a prime opportunity for the fitness industry to lead the charge to create that outcome. So as Trisha mentioned, National Health and Fitness Day is the first Saturday of June, yet it also is part of what is known as National Health and Fitness Week. It celebrates from the 30th of May right to the 5th of June. As a industry, we want to come together and to work together to bring an exciting event to you for the June 4th itself. And therefore, to help make it easy for you to take part, we created, and this is for the second year in a row, a task force that we're inviting you to join so that together we can create a template and some arranged activities and ideas for you just to simply drop in and not saying it's not simple, but make your work easier. As noted on the slides, we do have a task force meeting on Friday, the 22nd of April, and it is at 2 p.m. I have it here as Eastern Standard Time. Trisha, in the letter that was sent out, it does say Mountain Standard. So just confirming Eastern Standard
It
Time.
is Eastern Standard, yes.
All right, Eastern Standard Time. And thank you to Leanne and Maria, who've already come forward to say they want to be the part of this task force. So this is, again, the second year we're working together to bring something to the country, but it is, of course, been 2 years since we've been able to do something live in person. So it's going to be fantastic, and we invite you to be part of this. There will be 2 more meetings after the one on the 22nd. And believe it or not, that's all we've got, because June will be fast approaching and here before we know it. And that is not an April 1st joke. So looking forward to your participation, and looking forward to doing something incredible for all Canadians as the Fitness Industry Council, and working collaboratively with CanFit Pro. We're here to help. Thanks, and back to you, Trisha.
Thank you, Mo. So if anybody is interested in joining our task force, please feel free to contact Mo or myself, and we can make sure that you join our team. So we are going to move on to Chris Gray, our lobbyist, who is going to be speaking to us about our national initiatives here.
Hi, thank you, Trisha, and thanks to everyone for making the call today. I will also be fairly brief, knowing that we have a lot of information to get through. I did want to update members that FIC has been pushing for the medical exemption, so we're really looking for that in next week's budget. So the budget is coming down at 4 p.m. Eastern next Thursday, April the 7th. I know that Sara has been in contact with the finance minister's office on a fairly constant basis, and we are quite hopeful that they will hear our reasoning for having that included in the budget, and we will also be replying appropriately through social media, etc., after the budget, and taking stock if it's in there or not, how we move forward, and what policy priorities we're going to be put forward in the coming year. So that's the big thing. We'll be watching out for the budget next week. And I did want to say, and as part of our push, we met with a number of parliamentarians this spring. Adam Van Couverden, former Olympian, he's the parliamentary secretary of the Minister of Health and Sport, has been quite friendly to our cause, and we will continue to have a strong engagement with him moving forward as well, and have him be our champion, hopefully, in the coming months and years ahead. We also did a letter for the Liberal caucus to support our medical exemption request, and that was circulated to a number of MPs to send to the finance minister as well in advance of the budget. So it's a bit of the calm before the storm now on the federal side with regard to that. And we'll have updates on the 7th for everyone after the budget. And I think I'm going to turn over to Sara, who's going to talk a bit more, or a fair bit more, about the issue in Saskatchewan. She's on mute.
Thank you. Okay, so we have a really, really important topic. Thank you to all of the Saskatchewan fitness business owners and operators who have joined us today for this first part of our meeting. And following this presentation on what our efforts are doing right now in Saskatchewan, we will move to our members only discussion. For those of you who are not members of FIC, towards the end, I will share with you how you can join our amazing association. So we have jumped right on this issue. And if you are tuning in and you are not a Saskatchewan fitness business owner, this is still highly, highly relevant for you. And the reason is that as soon as we see this type of negative traction in a province, First of all, it detracts from all of the other efforts that we are putting in place in terms of getting tax credits and tax incentives and budgets put towards the promotion of physical activity and incenting Canadians to be more active. So it not only detracts from those positive activities, but it empowers governments to take these types of similar actions. It could be very detrimental to our recovery from the pandemic. So we are jumping on this in a fierce way to ensure that we do everything that we can to stop the progression of this, so that come October, the PST does not apply to gym memberships. So what we are doing, and for those of you who need a little bit of an update on this, I'm happy to provide that. This is looking at a 6% tax, the PST added to gym memberships in Saskatchewan. Two areas that are concerning is that fitness once again has been lumped into the wrong pile. This is a PST addition to entertainment. So to going to the rodeo, going to large sporting events, it's a PST on tobacco and alcohol and fitness. And as Sesame Street taught as well, one of these things simply doesn't belong, and that is fitness. And so the other concerning part of this is that the reasoning for this PST initiative is to offset a healthcare deficit in the budget, which is shocking because it takes a simple Google search for us to know the benefits and the relief in a cost burden situation of what physical inactivity does to Canadians and what physical activity can do. And all of the efforts that Fitness Industry Council of Canada has been putting forward is sharing really what the financial upside is of having a more active Canada. And so this is really an upside down backwards situation that we have to jump on. So what are we doing and how can you help? There are some things that we can all do, and then there's some things that really, if you are a Saskatchewan fitness facility owner, we ask that you become highly engaged in this and that you spread this to your staff and to your members and to your community to get some buy-in and engagement. So Trisha, if we can just go back to the social campaign. Thank you so much. So we are launching a digital campaign on our social channel. So please look for that. If you're not following us now, please do so. And we want to be sharing the message so that people are aware of the message so that we can get higher engagement and numbers behind this. Specifically, we have started a change.org petition. This can be signed by anyone who is a Saskatchewan resident. So again, this is a really, really important part. If you do own a business, if you are operating a business, if you work in a fitness business, and for all of the members of the business, we want to get a lot of signatures onto this petition and to be able to create a stir. And so those are the social things that we are doing, and those are maybe looked at as slightly passive efforts. And so on our next slide here, we'll start to show you what we have actually done as direct efforts. So here's a way that you can directly make an impact if you are somebody who, again, is a Saskatchewan resident. This is a letter writing campaign that we launched this week. And the bottom of it specifically lays out for you how you can help and how you can actually write a letter to your MLA, and all of the directions are there. And so if you do need that, the template, if you do need this information further, please reach out to us and we would be happy to get that going. But this letter writing campaign is a direct way that you can write to your MLA. Again, the petition, we are going to send out the link. We created the petition this week, and we ask that today, if we can get everyone who is on this call who is a Saskatchewan resident to sign this petition today, that'll give us over the weekend to hopefully get some exponential growth there. So Trisha, are we going to put the link in chat, or will we email that after? Could we put it in chat? Awesome. Okay, and next we have, thanks Trisha, we have sent out letters directly to the finance minister of Saskatchewan, who is the one who is really leading this 6% PST on fitness businesses. And we did a joint letter with CFIB, and we did an FIC letter directly to the minister, really demanding that we have a face-to-face in order to discuss really this appalling decision, and to ensure that we can have a say and present the information that we believe should turn it around. So those are the direct efforts. One of the things that we are looking at right now that we will have more discussion on in our members only discussion is around the potential idea of having a mail-in campaign, of really having the Minister of Finance's office receive hopefully hundreds and hundreds of colorful postcards that are asking for this tax initiative to be stopped. There's a few things that we are looking into to just ensure that this would be something that can take off and be successful. But again, that is something that we want to discuss further in our members only discussion, and see if anyone has any further ideas, or maybe even some barriers as to why they see that this wouldn't work. But this is what we have put together thus far. So lots of ways that we can attack this. We have to stay on this on a daily basis. To catch everybody up, we did do a press release the day that this information came out, and we are pitching media, and we have had several media hits where we have been able to discuss this topic. And thank you, Blake, and everyone at Orange Theory, who also had a really great article over the weekend. And all of this, I believe, is really powerful in us moving forward and fighting against this tax. So more to discuss in our members only discussion. So if you would like to join FIC, and you are joining us right now as a non-member to get these updates, please go to ficdn.ca/memberships, and we would love to have you join the family and truly be part of the solution, so that we can ensure that Canadians have access to fitness, and that the fitness industry recovers and thrives coming out of the pandemic, and that truly fitness is seen as a healthcare solution and an integral part of our healthcare system. So thank you to everyone who has joined us. For all of our FIC members, your email from Trisha, I believe it was yesterday, has a second link for us to now go into and to have an open discussion specifically on the Saskatchewan issue. And Blake, we would love to hear from you on the other side in there, if that's okay. So use that link from Trisha, and we will see everybody else there. Thank you to everyone new who joined us today. And we hope to see you next month. We always have meetings on the first Friday of the month, so we look forward to inviting you back again. Thanks, everyone.